Imagine a phone so secure that even law enforcement couldn't crack it. A device that erased itself the moment someone got arrested. A network so secretive that users had to be personally invited in. In 2021, European police pulled off one of their biggest cyber operations ever, hacking into Sky ECC, an encrypted phone network that authorities claim was being used almost exclusively by criminals. But was Sky ECC really built for crime? Or was it a legitimate privacy tool that got caught in the crossfire? This is the story of how a Canadian tech startup became the preferred communication system for organized crime, and why its founder is now facing serious criminal charges. Chapter 1. The Birth of Sky ECC. Sky ECC was founded by Jean-François Yep, a Canadian entrepreneur who has long been an advocate for digital privacy. According to investigative reports from OCCRP, Yep's company modified BlackBerries and iPhones to create ultra-secure devices. These phones had no cameras, no microphones, no GPS tracking, and their encrypted messaging app was hidden under a fake calculator icon. Sky Global marketed its product to anyone who needed privacy: business executives, politicians, and even celebrities. They claimed that Sky ECC was the most secure messaging system in the world, offering a $5 million reward to anyone who could break its encryption. But while Sky ECC was promoting itself as a privacy tool, law enforcement agencies across Europe were growing suspicious. Chapter 2. Red Flags and Police Concerns. Authorities noticed that Sky ECC's business model was unlike any other encrypted service. Unlike mainstream apps like Signal or Telegram, which have millions of users, Sky ECC had only around 70,000 active users worldwide. Most of them, according to European police, were criminals. Users couldn't simply download the app. Instead, they had to buy a pre-configured device from an authorized reseller. Transactions were done in cash, and buyers had to be personally vetted before getting access. Sky ECC also had an unusual security feature: the ability to remotely erase a phone's data. If a user was arrested, an associate could send a distress command to wipe the device, leaving no trace of messages, contacts, or transaction history. This caught the attention of Belgian police, who were investigating organized crime groups using the port of Antwerp for drug trafficking. They noticed that an increasing number of arrested suspects were carrying Sky ECC phones that were being wiped before police could access their contents. It was clear that something was going on, but the big question remained: was Sky Global intentionally helping criminals, or was their product simply being misused? Chapter 3. Criminal Connections. According to OCCRP's investigation, Sky ECC's distribution network was deeply connected to the criminal underworld. Unlike mainstream phone providers, Sky Global didn't sell its products directly. Instead, it relied on third-party distributors and resellers. Many of these distributors, as it turned out, had serious criminal records. One of Sky ECC's top distributors was Domingo Sean Abug, a convicted drug trafficker in Canada. His company, Global Wireless Solutions, was responsible for selling Sky ECC devices to resellers around the world. Another key figure was Srđan Lalić, a member of a notorious Serbian crime group. Lalić later testified in court that he personally distributed Sky ECC devices to gang members and was even given advice on how to avoid detection. In intercepted Sky messages, resellers openly discussed their criminal clients. One distributor boasted that they had all the street guys on lock. The deeper authorities dug, the more evidence they found that Sky ECC's sales network was infiltrated by criminals. Chapter 4. The Fall of Sky ECC. In 2021, after years of investigation, European authorities finally cracked Sky ECC. Using a sophisticated hacking operation, police gained access to Sky's encrypted servers, allowing them to monitor live conversations in real time. The result? A global crackdown. Over 800 people were arrested, and law enforcement agencies seized massive amounts of drugs, weapons, and cash. Europol called it an intelligence goldmine. Shortly after, Jean-François Yep was indicted in the United States for allegedly facilitating international drug trafficking. In 2023, French authorities also charged him with criminal association and money laundering. Yep denies all wrongdoing. He claims that Sky ECC was designed only for legitimate users and that it's unfair to blame a tech company for how its product is used. His lawyers compare Sky ECC to Apple or WhatsApp, arguing that no company can prevent criminals from misusing their technology. Chapter 5. The Big Debate: Privacy versus Crime. The Sky ECC case has sparked a major debate about encryption and privacy. On one hand, law enforcement argues that ultra-secure communication tools are making it harder to fight organized crime. They say that cases like Sky ECC prove that unregulated encryption can be a dangerous tool for criminals. On the other hand, privacy advocates worry that governments are going too far. They warn that if authorities can shut down encrypted services like Sky ECC, what's stopping them from targeting other platforms like Signal, Telegram, or even Apple's iMessage? The case against Jean-François Ypes is still ongoing. If convicted, it could set a major precedent for how encryption companies are treated in the future. So where do we draw the line? Is encryption a fundamental right, or does it need regulation? Let us know what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like and subscribe for more investigative stories. See you in the next video.